They whisper behind his back. He's been single for too long. Something must be wrong with him. But what they don't realize is this. While they were busy seeking validation, he was building something they'll never understand. Not fame, not women, but inner power. Have you ever noticed? The man who's been alone too long, he sees through people. He doesn't react. He doesn't chase. He walks into a room and silence follows. Why? Because solitude sharpens a man in ways the world fears. This isn't loneliness. This is ascension. 1. Society's trick. From a young age, men are told, find a girlfriend, get married. You're incomplete until you do. But that's a lie sold to distract him from his greatest potential. The Stoic knows better. He sees through this illusion. He doesn't run from solitude. He embraces it. Because in solitude, a man hears his real voice, not society's, not hers, his. And that voice? It doesn't beg. It commands. 2. The alchemy of solitude. When you're single, time becomes your weapon. No emotional drama, no late-night arguments, no need to perform, impress, or explain. He invests that silence into himself. He reads, he trains, he builds. He becomes obsessed with mastery. And soon, the man who once craved connection craves discipline, because solitude turns to strength, distraction turns to direction, and silence becomes sacred. 3. Emotional immunity. Most men fall when love fails, but a man who's walked the path of isolation doesn't crumble when a woman walks away. He's felt emptiness before. He's made peace with it. So now, he's immune to manipulation, immune to games, immune to emotional bait. This terrifies people because he's not emotionally starved. He doesn't need affection to feel whole. He is whole by design. 4. Psychological rebirth. While others waste years in toxic love stories, the single man creates his own legend. He replaces emotional cravings with spiritual hunger. He learns to say no, not out of bitterness, but out of clarity. He no longer begs for feminine approval, because he walks with the posture of a king, not because someone told him he's great, but because he made himself great. He's not trying to be chosen. He chooses himself daily. 5. When power replaces need. When you stop needing others to validate you, you stop bending, you stop chasing, and people feel that. Suddenly she wants to know why you're so calm, why you're not reacting, why you're not begging. It's because a man who's walked through the desert of solitude doesn't thirst for attention. He quenched that thirst with purpose. That's not detachment. That's liberation. 6. Attraction without words. Here's the paradox. The more alone you are, the more women want you. Not because of your looks, not your wealth, but your aura. You don't speak to impress. You speak with intent. You don't give out energy freely. You observe. And when you do speak, your words land like thunder. She asks, why is he so calm? Why doesn't he chase? Because he's already found what she's still looking for. Power, stillness, self-respect. 7. The man you become. You're no longer the boy who needs to be needed. You become the man who stands in silence, unbothered, unshaken, unowned. You understand now. Being single was never about waiting for someone. It was about becoming someone. And once you've forged that kind of man, you won't just attract anyone. You'll only attract those who can handle your fire, because you're not here to be liked. You're here to lead. A Stoic's truth. So remember this. Every minute you spend alone isn't wasted, it's invested. While they party, you build. While they chase, you align. While they beg, you detach. And when they finally look your way, they won't see the man they ignored. They'll see the man they can't control. because you're no longer waiting. You're rising, and the higher you rise, the quieter it gets. But that silence, that's where the Stoic finds his true power. He conquers who conquers himself. Epictetus. If you're walking the path alone right now, keep walking. The world will feel your presence before you even arrive. Subscribe to Stoic Spirit for more truth that no one else dares to speak.